Hello, hello. Here we are, back for another day. Today should be an interesting one as well. We have got plenty to go through, kind of, in relation to obviously the price action that we saw on Bitcoin. Also, do not forget, we have Nvidia earnings coming after market close today. We've got Wiz saying about to ice bath, but can be free into. Oh yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Oh yeah, you get that. You get your ice bath, mate, and I'll yeah. Let me fire you this over. Absolutely, that would be a pleasure to have you on, as always. Yeah. I've fired you over the link. But yeah, obviously plenty to go through today. And yeah, we do have Nvidia earnings coming after market close today. So it's going to be a busy one. And of course, whatever you're doing today, if you do have any trades on, make sure that you're around for as soon as US market closes, because we're likely going to get some big volatility on Nvidia leading into the S&P, leading into Bitcoin. So yeah, do make sure if you do anything at all today, the one thing you do is make sure you're around to look at the market as soon as US market closes, ready for them Nvidia earnings to come out. But yeah, how are we all? Welcome to the stream. And yesterday was quite interesting, wasn't it? We had, for the first time in well over a week, we had some actual strength come in on Bitcoin. This was a nice push up and shown good strength. However, as you can see, for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, we banged the head on the yearly open, which marked this move as a local top, and then we've sold off. Personally, I was expecting, and I won't shy away from this at all, you know, perfectly transparent, perfectly honest with you guys. When we got up to here, I was thinking that we would do this, and as soon as we were rejecting and we started to sell off a bit, I was thinking, okay, I could see us doing something like that, and then at some point it would just go bang and just blast through, because people have been accustomed to obviously shorting bounces, you know, from all the way up, bounce, short it, you know, bounce, short it, bounce, short it, and of course all the way down here, the feeling and sentiment has been very negative and very bearish. So in my mind, what I was thinking was, okay, we're rejecting off the yearly open, not great, but not a big deal. And I was thinking we would just use that as bait, and you know, we'd maybe chop down a bit, let people short, let people take profit, and maybe jump in shorts, whatever. And then the market then would just go, okay, let's rip through them, and then obviously squeeze them, which would push the market higher. That's in my mind what I thought we would have done yesterday and overnight. As it happened, we did the complete opposite, and we just got the staircase to hell again, didn't we? I'm going to rename this the staircase to hell. If it's not already named the staircase to hell, I don't know. But this type of pattern that we get on Bitcoin, particularly this one where it's just constant red candles, I'm going to name that the staircase to hell, of course. Very reminiscent of Friday, was it? When did we get the last staircase to hell? Thursday. The other, I mean, that was a worse staircase to hell, wasn't it? That was relentless. This one that we've had wasn't that bad, but then obviously we had this one. That one wasn't that bad, but yeah, staircase to hell. There we go. But yeah, we've held quite well, and obviously for you guys, I am still in my Bitcoin long on the stream account. I'll show you that now. Yeah, so I haven't changed it at all. I didn't get stopped out overnight because I didn't actually, as you can see there, it just very narrowly missed my entry, but I actually gave myself some room from my entry. I gave myself a couple of $100 room. Yeah, it's a couple of $100 in terms of the actual price, not in terms of P&L. So yeah, I gave myself some room, so luckily I didn't get stopped out. So we're still in this, which is, I'll be honest, it's a bit annoying, because had I've took profit after the second, third, fourth hour of rejecting off the yearly open yesterday, I woke up basically at the bottom of this candle today. I woke up and Bitcoin was at like 90,300 or 90,400. So I could have relonged it and basically been in from just a couple of $100 higher had taken profit from up there and basically just milked this move again to the upside that it's now doing. I've done things well in terms of obviously putting this long in. You did say take profit maybe lower. However, not gone below my entry. You're short on Sol from 141.5. Yeah, nice. So that's down a bit in it. I'm very happy with my Sol entry, to be honest. I'm in from 130 on spot and that smaller coin margin one. So I'm quite happy with where I'm in on Sol. I think Sol is setting itself up to be probably the strongest one out of all the large caps. When things do turn around, it's showing some really good strength in it, and it started moving up nicely. So I think Sol is probably setting itself up for a good run. Should obviously Bitcoin get its act together. I'm kind of eyeing up towards 190 and then just cutting it all. Merry Christmas, done. But you did say to take profits from me a bit lower, mate. You did. Had I have listened, then yeah, I would have been able to bank them profits there, and I could have just rebid on this candle. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? You know, had I took profits there and I woke up and we was at 96, I'd have been in it. I'd have been in an even. I'm not even angry about this, to be honest, because you know we're still in good profit on the trade. We're still in the trade, and this is the motions of swing trading, isn't it? You know, this is the motions of swing trading. Is you just need to take the ups and the downs. So obviously, in a scalper's or a day trader's mind, you know, yesterday was an ideal thing, wasn't it? Because you got the entry down there, you got the push up to yearly open, rejection. Okay, take profit, maybe even short it. In a swing trader's mind, you have to take these ups, the downs, maybe the ups again, maybe the down again, whatever. But you know, you close your eyes and you wake up in 2 weeks' time, and maybe you're at your glory moments, having held through all that. So it just depends on what kind of thing you want to be, how you want to treat the trades. Personally, I've never really been that much of a scalper. I'm wanting to just catch a swing trade on Bitcoin. You know, once we get up here, I can move my stop into profit and just chill and just let nature take its course from then on. But yeah, the nature of obviously difference between scalp and day trading, and then obviously swing trading. Just take the rough with the smooth and go with whatever. But yeah, I do fancy us to get a move on Bitcoin today. I actually think the overall market and the reaction from Nvidia earnings is going to be positive for the market today. I think a lot of maybe the selling has been kind of front running. Has been particularly over on obviously Nvidia, and the S&P has probably been front running in fear of these Nvidia earnings. But you know, what do we typically see is retail get dragged through the mud and then get twisted and turned. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see a really positive reaction today, and positive reaction from Nvidia earnings, which would be very good for Bitcoin. But yeah, that's where we're at anyway with Bitcoin. Again, you know, not really much changed in terms of the actual price action, apart from this is the line in the sand. You know, you can see here very vividly, can't you? Where we rejected from yesterday. So as soon as we can get acceptance above here, if we can get acceptance above here, I think it's going to be just guns blazing for all these areas of liquidity here, up basically just a laser beam up towards 100. Yeah, that's the idea anyway. We just firstly obviously need to get above there if we can. If we go down here, I'll be honest, I don't really know, to be I mean, really, when you look at it, we are potentially in the early stages of putting in a market structure break, because we've had somewhat of a low. We've then obviously pushed past this point here, although I wouldn't consider this a lower high. The lower high I'd probably be looking at is this. here, because this was obviously low, you know, lower low here, lower high. But potentially this is the low, high, lower high. Obviously, we only know for market structure break is if we then go on to put on a higher high and then obviously ultimately break that lower high there. So yeah, again, you know, it's all if, buts, and maybes. It's all theoretical in it. It's all if we do this, whatever. But that, you know, that's all we can really plan for at the moment. I would say, I think it's probably a good thing that Bitcoin's taking its time, because I think if we got a V reversal, it would more show that we are just short squeezing and then just going clearing liquidity for potentially then to just retrace it. The fact that Bitcoin's taking its time, I think we got a bullish pin bar, didn't we, yesterday on a daily? Yes, we did. I think. Is that a pin bar candle? I'm sure that's a pin bar. Yeah, I'm sure this is a bullish pin bar. So we got a bullish pin bar on a daily, which again, you know, is another good sign. But the fact it's taking its time is probably a good thing if you're patient. Because yeah, we're not V reversing. We're just gently, obviously, maybe building some market structure, letting liquidity build on shorts. Obviously, we've got so much liquidity now, particularly, you know, with having put in this local high here. It should make good fuel. But let me know in the chat, you know, what have you guys done? Did you guys bid? Did you guys take profit? Did you short the market maybe at yearly open yesterday? Again, you know, that would have been a fantastic trade had you have done that. What I will do is I will get the poll up. So polls up. Do go vote. Let me know what you think. Circle's looking very interesting. Coinbase, I think all these are looking quite interesting, to be honest. I think remove Gemini, the kind of big three, and maybe, you know, maybe you want to put Bitmine in there. I don't know. Look at UPXI, that had a good bounce, didn't it? But yeah, maybe you want to put one of these in there as well. But particularly MSTR, Coin, and Circle. And again, you know, if you want to put, has this closed the gap yet? No, not yet. You know, maybe we're going to put Bitmine in there, Tron, I don't know, whatever. But I think they're obviously setting up for maybe good reversals as well. Again, you know, in the event that we actually do get a Bitcoin reversal. But I'm remaining optimistic, because there's no point being bearish down here, I don't think. You know, we've had most of the move, haven't we? We've had a 30% retrace from all-time high. The time to be bearish has passed, in my opinion, anyway. Because what you're trying to squeeze, maybe another drop, a couple of K lower, makes sense to obviously put your positive pants on. Pedro, how are we doing? Good afternoon to you, sir. Good afternoon to you. How are you, my friend? Yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys doing. Yeah, but we will be having Wiz on when he's out his ice bath. Hello, Harry. How we doing? Great to see you as well. Yeah, great to see some people jumping in. Yeah, do remember, of course, if you just jumped in, make sure you drop a like. How many likes we on? 4. Come on. There's plenty of you regular viewers in there. I know you like to be good to me. Please do get them likes up. But yeah, do make sure. I said it at the start of the stream, I'll say it again. If you are doing anything at all today, make sure you are around for US close tonight, as soon as the US market shuts, because we have NVIDIA earnings today. So that is likely to cause somewhat of a shake up or down. So yeah, do make sure if you've got any trades open at all, or, you know, if you're just obviously monitoring the market, US market close today, make sure that you're around. It's very important, because yeah, depending on obviously the earnings, how the earnings go, and the market reaction, we could get Bitcoin slung one way, slung another way, whatever. But currently, it's setting up potentially quite nicely to start pressing back to the upside. It would be nice to have another one of these candles, wouldn't it, that we got yesterday? Give us another big old candle up to here. But yeah, let's have a look to see what the rest of the market's doing. ETH just come back down in and around that 3K region. And I think this, again, like Bitcoin is doing, just settling. I think settling around this 3K region would be really good for ETH. And maybe, it's entirely possible that we don't do a lot. Maybe we come up here and then we come back down, whatever. But price compression and building a solid base, ultimately maybe into next week, leads to expansion. Sol, looking nice and strong. I think it's looking nice and strong. And yeah, myself, I'm in from 130 and I'm looking to take profits towards 190. That's kind of my outlook for the next 3 weeks-ish, is to hopefully the market gets a Santa rally on, as the title and the thumbnail suggests. What did everyone think about Sailor in the Christmas costume with the Bitcoin presents? I think any pictures like that are just so funny, because you just know that Sailor would actually carry around Bitcoin presents. Probably like got all his wrapping paper in Bitcoin, hasn't he? Like, if you would want to Sailor's kids, if he's got kids, I don't know, but you know what to get in for Christmas, just anything with Bitcoin print on it. But I think, yeah, I do think a lot of things are lining up quite nicely. Just Pump had a great one. I mean, this area is something that we've had outlined for ages, isn't it? And we got the dip into there and a strong reaction out of it. But I think just generally, yeah, I think altcoins, the relevant ones anyway. Oh, look at Mixes on it. Mixes at it again. There we go. Mixes at it again. Round 2 on Mix, maybe. It would be hilarious if this thing just came and cleared out them highs, wouldn't it? If that came and cleared out them highs, that would be very funny. I need to sort out the bottom of that watch list as well. It's getting very, very messy. All good, just arrived from a flight, wanting to get home to catch this stream. Yes, Pedro, love that, mate. What are your thoughts? 89k, okay, fair. What's your thoughts on 89k, 94k first to hit? Oh, 89k or 94. 90. I would say 94 because I think that the low's in. Personally, I think the low is in. And I think the fact that we retested down here and didn't go for the low shows a lot. And the fact we've bounced as well. If we were still down here from this morning and we were going into US Open, we dropped down overnight, didn't we, in Asia? If we were still hanging around here and just doing this and not really bouncing, I would be quite concerned that obviously on US Open we were just going to go for new lows. The fact that we've bounced and put in higher low on the 1 hour, finally, does show some positive strength to me anyway. So personally, I think the low is in. I think there's a chance that people get greedy, and after a 30, you got to remember, if we go back and look, let's go back and look. And again, this is not financial advice. We could always go lower. I still have levels outlined lower. I've still got these outlined lower. It's entirely possible that we do go lower. But if we go to a clean chart, let's get rid. There's no drawings on that. Good. If we go to a clean chart, what have we done so far? We've done almost minus 30%. What did we do on this one? We did minus 30%. What did we do on this one? I know we did a bit more on this because we went down to like 48, 49, but roughly minus 30%. I don't know what we did on this one, I'll be honest. That one we did 20. So if you actually have a look, and this is obviously going all the way back to 2 years ago, we have obviously dipped in here, even in here we dip. You can see there we dip from there down to there. But if you look, these are kind of the big dips that we've had over the past 2-3 years. you can take it even further back if you want. You know, we had that one. That one went down to there. These are all the big dips that we've had along the way. We've not had many of them. But if you look here, you know, 25K back down to 19, 25%. 31K back down to 25K, 22%, 20%, 32%, 30%, 28%. You know, to me, we're at the kind of the right region in terms of pullback percentage for this being a dip for us to bounce from. Now, obviously, we've already broken the 50 weekly moving average, which again, I don't think is like something that you want to just pin your whole hopes and dreams and cycle theory off, but it's obviously one you know, fact and one trend that we've broken. I think you obviously what you want to do is try and keep the trend in it, and the trend is we pull back between 20 and 30%, and then ultimately then rally. And again, we might not go to new highs. I'm not saying we're going to go to new highs, but I think a rally in towards, you know, 107 gives us in and around 20%, 108, 20%. I think that seems reasonable as a bounce going into Christmas, and kind of, as you can see just on the chart here, clearing out all that liquidity from the sell side. So to me, the pullback is big enough percentage wise. We don't need to do more. Also structure wise, I think we're all good to be in where we are and bouncing from here. But again, you know, I do have the levels marked out, and I've had them marked out for weeks and months of where we could go to the downside. And ultimately, of course, we've still got this region of 85, and we've still got, you know, a potential test of 76. There is another thing that I would also be interested in showing you guys, which would be if we go to the weekly chart, and let's get a fresh chart again. Oh, here's Wiz. Oh, here he is.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dave. How are we?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Cold, but yeah, good nonetheless.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. I was just running through the pullbacks that we've had in terms of percentages. But what I would say is, obviously, another thing. So I don't. You probably missed it, Wiz. But basically, in terms of percentage pullback, we are on trend with what we've done so far to find somewhat of a bottom. In terms of percentage pullbacks, we're on trend. What I would say as well is if you look at the weekly chart and you actually go to the times that we've dipped, more often than not, one, they haven't been long lasting to give like kind of prime entries, and two, they have never really came into like what you would consider, you know, like the ideal area. So for instance, obviously here's a bit of a difficult one, because this didn't really leave much behind, and there was a big kind of gap. But what I would say on this one was this dip here left behind all that built up liquidity there. I remember doing this in a CSE newsletter. A CSE market review one week, where basically saying like this was just a series of higher lows for about 5 weeks on the weekly candles, none of them getting swept the week before, and basically just building up liquidity.
Yeah, we marked out a zone this morning around 74,000, because there's a tiny pocket of the chart that's never been tested properly.
Yeah, that there.
That bit there, yeah. Especially sort of on the lower time frames, like there was a fair value gap on the hour that's only ever been tagged by that big liquidation wick that we had. That's an interesting zone for a retest, but that would be a major pullback. However, if we pulled back to around that area of the low 80s or the high 70s, we still keep the structure. Like the structure will still be intact because you're not creating lower lows.
Yeah. I would be done then. I would be done. I would be done personally, because what's that? That would be a 40% pullback. Yeah. I think personally, anyway, maybe wrong, but I think if you pulled back into there, this would then become your complacency bounce. Yeah. You round off, and then ultimately then you do something like that. I don't know, maybe not, but
if you
I mean,
weren't long from 90, if you weren't long from 90, what would you be looking at?
Here was always the region that I've looked at for weeks and weeks. Was always the closure of that CME gap and in and around 89, 90. I do still have the lower levels marked out. Got 85 marked out. Got that region that you're talking about marked out, although I haven't got all the way down to that gap there.
Full on liquidation wick down to 2K.
Yeah. But what I would say is, if we go back and have a look at this, so this pullback here didn't give what you would consider like an ideal pullback. You know, ideally would have come and grabbed that and then gone. But really, things start to create a bit of a pattern when we go on to these ones. So we had this consolidation here. The low came in here. We didn't come and test the actual demand, did we? We didn't come and test the actual consolidation, and we didn't come and test the origin of the breakout. All we did was basically test that wick there that I'm highlighting now. That was the day that the ETFs launched. So that's the day that the spot ETFs launched. We got that spike, and then obviously we went on the drawdown. But if you notice, obviously we got that dip. We didn't come into the ideal area. You know, probably most people was wanting to buy a retest of this, didn't get the chance. Again here, like you was just talking about, Wiz, you know, we had this range built here, and where did we bottom? We bottomed here, probably a couple of K away from people's, again, you know, ideal potential scenario of maybe a retest of 70, 71, maybe a pullback into the actual origin of the rally, and then shoot up. Here is got the potential to be something similar. As you can see, we have this consolidation here where if you look at it on the weekly, basically you have demand from 85, 86 all the way down to 78 if you're looking at the candle bodies and not the candle wicks for demand. And again, you know, you've got the potential there to, as you can see, we've just touched the tops of them wicks there. That's basically bang on where we've bounced from. Something similar to this here where we just touched that wick almost. So I don't know. That's another thing. I mean, all this is basically just guesswork, but you just got to try and find evidence in the price and the trend. I mean, we obviously won't know we've bottomed until we either push up or we get another leg down. But yeah, I don't know. Just got to hope for the best, I suppose. Or prepare for the worst. Oh, can't hear you. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot I muted myself. So I was eating a matchmaker. What was I going to say? Yeah, Solana's coming down quite nicely. What do you think about Nvidia earnings then? How are you positioned?
I think we're going to get a positive reaction. Yeah,
I'm long.
I think we're going to get a positive reaction. I'm prepared. I think potentially a lot of this is just kind of obviously the retrace on
de-risking.
Yes, yeah, de-risking and kind of just leading retail down a garden path to build some fear, and then obviously comes out all fine, all good, and then it starts to rip.
I'm just laughing at James in the chat. A matchmaker, it's not Christmas yet. You got mince pies as well. I tell you what, I might have to get the wizard outfit out soon and double up as Father Christmas. But yeah. Oh, we're pushing down nicely here on Solana.
You ready for this?
No, I love it.
There you go, James. How's that? Oh, I bet James is seething now, isn't he? I bet he's seething. Yeah. I bet he's really mad.
But it's only November. It's not Christmas yet.
I bet he's seething. Oh, he's seething. He's trying to shift it round now. He's trying to shift it round. He's not bothered. Oh, I bet he's shaking there.
Oh, it's not Christmas yet. That needs to be orange as well. You need an orange Bitcoin one.
I was going to buy one, but I saw this in Primark, and this is very comfy. You know, it's like knitted. It's like knitted. Yeah, it's like knitted all here. It feels really comfy on the head, and it was only a £5. So I just got this instead.
Definitely an Xmas tree up on Boxing Day.
But yeah, I'm gonna be wearing these. I'm gonna be wearing this for the stream. I might just wear it from now until obviously the thumbnail has got a sailor in a Christmas outfit.
You need an MSTR one.
God, yeah, I don't know.
Done the thumbnail for tomorrow?
No. Does anyone else just find it hilarious how they've started selling T-shirts? Oh, come on! Like, what stage of the cycle is this? Let's see. How much are these T-shirts? I think that's probably one of the last things I would buy. Did they not tweet it? Or did Sailor tweet it? No, maybe Sailor tweeted it. Let's see. Would you buy it?
Speaking about T-shirts, you can buy CSE ones from the CSE store, and Dave will be eternally grateful if you buy some T-shirts.
Hey, fuck off you! No, don't do it. Don't. I hate printing them T-shirts. $35. Bloody hell! Look how much the hoodie is. I can't believe that they've launched merch. Like that must be just how like desperate Sailor is to get more Bitcoin.
The Sailor shirt now available.
Sailor organic cotton.
All proteined up.
What one of them would you get? I actually think that one looks quite nice.
I like the grey one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the grey one.
To be fair, in pounds, that is probably...
It's not bad.
It's probably about 25, 26, 27 quid. The problem will be the shipping.
Just buy it before the budget.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's going to be chaos. That's going to be great.
Yeah. That's next week, is it? Yeah, next week.
Yeah. Are you going to be live for it?
No.
I might do a watch party.
Oh, look at all this that they're selling. Look at all this. Strategy socks, tie.
$50 for a tie.
What are they? Lapel pins? Are they
lapel
pins?
No, lapel goes on the lapel of your
Oh, is it just a normal
suit.
pin?
Yeah. You know how you have pins that go on suits there. Yeah.
A sticker. A
pie glass I like. I love the way that they've not even. The pie glass is AI generated. Look at it.
Yeah, look at that at the bottom there. The handkerchief, $30. A 20-ounce Rambler.
You love it.
Towel. Can you imagine turning up on the beach with that? Soon as you or by the pool, soon as you jump in the pool or go in the sea, someone's gonna rob your phone and just know that you've got some Bitcoin on there.
Yeah. They'll be stalking you out.
Yeah. Strategy glasses. Shoes. Do you know what? You know what makes me laugh? That is literally just an orange tie.
Yeah.
That is just an orange tie, and it's $50. A trucker hat, a bow tie. Don't forget your Bitcoin bow tie. And let's see.
Strategy beast.
What part of the cycle is it?
To be fair, I love a tote bag. I love a tote bag.
Let's see.
So
what gear? Now this has a different meaning in the UK when you say Johnson gear.
That backpack looks nice.
Oh, it's sold out.
Yeah.
I think that says something, doesn't it? Is when the only thing that's sold out is the candle. Nothing else is sold out.
Well, it's pumpkin spice scent, and we are in pumpkin season, aren't we?
We are.
We are in pumpkin spice latte season.
Oh, they've teamed up with Under Armour for that. That cup seems cool, to be fair. You just know, as soon as you walk into MicroStrategy headquarters, there's going to be this shit everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Everyone is going to have to use a Bitcoin pen. Every cup is going to be this. There's going to be Bitcoin everywhere. You bet you can't even get away from it.
100%. It's
now that is horrific. Why on earth would you need something like that? Like, just buy one on Amazon for 10 quid. Why do you need?
You've got to show $15 for a pen, or $1 for a normal pen.
Hey, it's an executive pen. I'll have you know.
Look at the $14 difference.
Pen. I know you could get 15 with these ones for that.
It is crazy. Oh,
and a water bottle as well. So yeah, there we go. That is
nice.
This is. Oh, hang on.
Oh. Oh, I love the gilet. I love the gilet. I love a good gilet.
There's a lot more than I thought.
Oh, I love
What else we got?
gilet. I might
That
put one
looks
sec.
cool. To be fair, that
I'm
looks
gonna put my
alright.
gilet on.
That hoodie actually looks quite cool. A quarter zip. That is. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it probably just feels like the same as any gilet, but do you know what I might do with? Do you know what would make a great video? This would actually make a superb video, you know. And I reckon it would actually do good numbers on.
We're going full finance, bro.
Yeah. I reckon this would actually do good numbers on X. You know,
Yeah.
you do a video where you go into Primark or a really cheap shop, you buy a plain black gilet, and then you go to like a tailoring shop or whatever, and say how much to embroider just this logo onto this for me, and then do a video, do the whole video on it, and then do at the end obviously a cost difference between buying a unbranded gilet, getting it embroidered on, and then obviously buying the strategy one. That would probably do good numbers. That.
Or you can just pay Dave $5 and he'll print it on for you.
Yes, I could
If you
do
join
that.
the Stonksy Discord.
But I'm not going to do that because no one wants to buy any t-shirts because I hate them. Buy anything you want, just don't buy t-shirts.
I tell you what, it's freezing. I went into the ice bath today and I managed about 25 seconds in there. It was horrendous. It was just like a sheet
really cold, isn't it? Are you still coming down tomorrow, or are you not coming anymore?
I should be, unless there's like a load of snow overnight.
Yeah, just let me know either way.
You need to send me the address as well.
Yeah, it's up to yourself. If you still want to
I'm up for coming. As long as the snow is not horrendous, I'm happy. We had a nice little dusting earlier, but that was about it. But yeah, it's it'd be fun. But I'm
not coming into contact with any snow yet.
Oh, I had some today because I went out and we had breakfast club this morning. So I had to de-ice the car and
oh yeah, nice.
Drive over. Went for breakfast with Chad Mootmore this morning.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good old Shadow. James, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd just cancel your order, mate. I'd just cancel your order.
You'd say you printed it wonky.
No, I just wipe my ass with it and post it to you. Steve,
that's the customer service you get.
Anyone else is fine, but if it comes from James, I'm gonna wipe my ass of it and then cancel it.
And you're posting it to Thailand and back.
Yeah. You better be loving moving there. I'm gonna have to nip to the toilet quickly. I'm gonna have to take this hat off as well to go down there. Are you alright grabbing the screen for a minute while I go?
Yeah. Let me share a screen.
That would be mega. And then we'll get cracking. There's not really that much to discuss, but mainly, obviously, looking ahead to today and then the market reacting to it in video earnings will be interesting. I'll throw you up and I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, Nvidia pushing up. Sol taking a little dump. Ooh, let's have a look. Ooh, yes. Yes. It didn't give me my long, so I am currently short until it gives me my long. Yeah, my short entry was here. 1.4, I think it was like 142-ish. My take profit is 127, which is coincidentally where I have a fairly sizable large order for a long, but this is not a signal. This is just Wizard's Force. I was a bit wrong there, wasn't I? Yeah, if there's anything anyone wants me to flash up on a chart perspective, I've got loads of shit charted. So what are we doing on the S&P? Rejecting. NASDAQ rejecting. What else? Gold cooling off a bit. Gold's interesting. I may have a look at gold because if gold comes back to my area, Yeah. I kind of like gold around here. Obviously, we're rejecting off this area, which I didn't take, but Mr. Spicy took this morning. What else do I have on my chart? Silver rejecting. Everything's just cooling off a little bit before open. Apple not doing much. Ooh, this is pushing up nicely. Nebius. Altcoin's dead. Let's have a look. BNB doesn't look particularly good. Hype doesn't look particularly good. HBAR looks horrendous. Bonk also looks horrendous. ETH looks horrendous. DOT looks horrendous. Solana is rolling over a little bit. XRP horrendous. Doge is interesting. This one's been slept on a little bit. I quite like a little bit more down on here. I am in a couple of shorts on things. So what am I on? I am short on Pump. So that's coming down nicely. I took a short around here. That's moving down quite nicely. Rect. Oh, that was brutal, wasn't it? I'll go through that when Dave's back because that was it was a chart to behold. What else do we have on the list? Jelly, this thing is dead. XVG, I know people ran this up. This looks horrendous. Let me know if I'm short on Astra as well. I shorted Astra up here. Piverse, whatever this thing is, also looks, I don't even want to say it looks horrendous because it doesn't. It just looks scammy. Orderly, I'm annoyed I didn't short this yesterday. So that was up quite nicely. I'm short on something else. What am I short on? Let me have a look at my let me have a look at my BLOFIN because I'm short on something. That's it, Zan, whatever that thing is, XAN. This was a great short. I saw it here, so I've short from up here on this thing. I don't know what it is, what it does. It just looks horrendous. Yeah, looks horrible. Yeah, I'm rambling here, but if anyone has anything they want me to flash up, then let me know. But these are some of the key things I'm looking at. Yeah, horrendous. What's this thing? 17%. I want to short this. I don't even know. Oh, what is it? GigaChad. Oh, that's prime for a short. Short. This is an interesting one. Now, I'm annoyed at myself because I didn't take the long, but I had this area marked out as a zone of liquidity. As you can see, it came down and it basically tapped it and went again. I'm annoyed I didn't long here, but you can see the strength in this is starting to go. Came back, you had a pretty brilliant little back test there and back down. This thing I'd be a little bit interested in. If it can gain this level here, I think you may have a push up to here on this, but I don't really have an affinity for altcoins at the minute. I must say. Yeah, all of it looks horrendous. Peak, this thing is just, oh, that thing's just nasty. Parachain, also very, very nasty. Tau, nasty. ZRO, still a great project. I buy this every day, but that looks nasty. Bio also looks horrible. Say looks horrible. Adder looks horrible. Link looks horrible. Does anyone have any altcoins that actually look good? And if so, let me know the ticker and I can tell you if I also think that they look good or whether they do not look good. Have we come down on this? I had a TP at 137, first TP. Let's look at what we have done, and we clipped it, which was nice. Pushing back up. Hopefully a little bit more down on this would be nice. To do what is my, oh yes, profit has been taken. Nice, 250%. Nice, nice. Yeah, Dave's left me to fill the voids. The VIX is cooling off, which is nice. But as you can see, the S&P rejecting from this zone here. And Hype's struggling a little bit. As you can see, that's crazy, that candle there on the 18th, whatever that thing was that took out both sides. Zcash. Ooh, I got stopped out on a Zcash long yesterday, which was annoying. But I longed here. But obviously it came down to there, pushed up. I mean, on the higher time frames, I say higher time frames, the weekly, obviously you can see how aggressive that run up is. That immediately sticks out to me as a level, given the 2 weekly closes there. I mean, this thing is near impossible to trade. You've probably got some relief there. It is still bullish. Like as much as thingy is, obviously you had that wick there, but like from a body perspective, you are still in quite a bullish structure, presuming you don't have candle bodies that come down to here. This is still technically bullish. I wouldn't want to be shorting this, especially not here. This is a no man's land short if you were trying to do it here. Similarly, you wouldn't really want to be longing here. It's not my type of trade, but this is not something that I think there's a trade on at the minute. If you got a push up to here and you failed to make a new high, here I think is not a bad short, not financial advice. But if you're shorting, you want to be shorting from a position of power. There's no position of power from shorting here, like your mid-range. Yeah, is how I'd play that. But I mean,
do you know my thoughts with stuff like this?
Go on.
Is we have endless things to trade.
Yeah, a million tickets to trade.
Yeah, like I think with stuff like this that goes up really fast and really hard, like we see it, don't we, with stuff like Mix, Co-AI and others, is that people get kind of obsessed or like really like motivated to try and catch the top or try and catch the big reversal.
That's
like,
up today, NYX.
Yeah, I looked at that before at the very start. But yeah, I think people get kind of like obsessed with wanting to try and catch the top just because it's gone up so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of it's like with, you know, like you said, it's still in bullish structure and stuff like that, but we've got endless things to trade. You know, there's so much things to trade. Don't try and just gamble on wanting to catch the top. What even?
I shorted this thing. It'd been on my list for a while because I saw it launched on all the exchanges and basically
that
died.
came into a nice level, didn't it? Yeah, look at that.
But I shorted it yesterday here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my stuff with stuff like ZEC is.
You got a million tickets to trade.
Yeah, you know, I've only shorted it once, I think, or twice, and I just kind of put it into the back of my mind now because, you know, you can become too obsessed with wanting to try and catch the top on it and, you know, try and get some glory or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's so much other things to trade. Don't let yourself get kind of swallowed up by it in just because it's gone up so much. It can carry on going up, or it can stay up there a lot longer than people can stay solvent trying to short it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it'll be held there.
Yeah, I mean, opposite side is, if you're looking to buy it, it has provided some good pullbacks, and it has obviously bounced very well from them pullbacks. So, but you also don't want to be continuously trying to long it once the music stops on it. It is a difficult one, but I suppose as long as you're managing your risk, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, don't find yourself becoming obsessed with trying to catch the top on it just because it's gone up so much.
Yeah, agree. This is pushed back up again on Polymarket. The will Nvidia beat quarterly earnings. 93% chance.
What did he use by that for the metrics? Is that for earnings per share and revenue, or what did he use as the metric for that?
Earnings per share. Earnings per share. Yeah. I will say, in fairness, and you see it with the tech earnings, is that they will mostly most of them will beat the earnings expectations.
Yeah.
It's more how they do it, but also it's a case of video will be more guidance, like what is their outlook and what are they saying? Are they saying that things are slowing down? Are they saying that capex is going down? Are they saying like bad debts, etc.? This thing's up as well. Talking about memes to short.
Yeah, that's been having some sort of a revival, hasn't it? And SPX has bounced quite well from yesterday.
Look at that. That's horrible, isn't it?
I mean, I think from a risk reward standpoint, yesterday, I know I looked at it on stream. Memes like SPX and Fartcoin are at decent risk reward places for it, as long as you're managing your risk. And personally, I wouldn't do any more than 2 or 3x leverage on them things personally. But in terms of risk reward, they're actually in and around it. Did you see that thing about Murad's holdings?
No, what are they?
So he's in a bit of a.
Has he been liquidated yet?
No, but he's in a bit of a sticky spot. So he's actually still got $15 million worth of SPX tokens, but of course he's in a sticky spot because it's retraced 80% from all-time high. Like, he must have been at about 50 mil, and that's obviously just the wallet that's doxed. Like I was saying, like, if that was me, I would have loads of other wallets that were just never connected to me or anything.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to be free to sell. But he's obviously in a bit of a sticky situation because if he sells, that's just going to alert everything that's tracking it, and people are going to start dumping it. So someone actually put it in for the amount of tokens he had, converting it into ETH, and if he one candled it, he would take a 66% hit on his holdings, but he would still get out with a clean 5 million in ETH. So, what would you do?
Did you see the other guy? Did you see the ADA guy?
No.
This guy who held on to ADA for 5 years and then sold it into ADA's stablecoin. I think it was like 60 odd million, and he made out with 5.
Oh.
On slippage.
What, did he just one candle it? Why?
One candled 65 million after holding it for 5 years and got out with 5 million after slippage.
Oh, can you imagine how much as well? Because, I mean, he's watched ADA go to, what's it gone to? $2 to $3, hasn't he? Like, he's watched that happen and still not sold it.
I get you don't want to, you obviously don't want to dox yourself, etc. But if I was me, you'd multiple clip it, but also I wouldn't even try and do that on chain because people will be watching that wallet.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now, and I think this is where some of the dexes will come into their own now. I think you're seeing it a little bit on Hype is when they offer spot. That's the game changer, because he could basically have just sent his stuff he could have sent ADA bit by bit to Hyperliquid spot, sold it, you'd have got a better liquidity because you wouldn't have to sell it into ADA stablecoin. That was his issue.
No. Why was he doing that?
You also, to be fair, if I was desperate to get rid of 65 million of ADA, I would make sure that I placed some very substantial shorts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would place some very substantial shorts on an exchange, put it onto an exchange, and liquidate it. And
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that is crazy. I mean, you have the other option, aren't you, of just go into. Oh, I don't know exactly how you would do it. It's like just a retail investor, but Galaxy or someone like who facilitates OTC deals, like go to OTC and do it. I mean, the other option is obviously you liquidate a small portion, say 100k or whatever. You then buy yourself some sort of massive office or warehouse or something, or rent it. You then just fill it with screens. So you obviously employ someone to do this. And then you just get loads of different computers and you set up loads and loads and loads of exchange accounts, loads of them. So then you can deposit it all into different exchange accounts without having to worry about getting it off one or whatever. And then you just obviously just slow market sell it all off like 100 different exchange accounts. And then of course it's easier to short then as well.
We are bleeding down on Solana now.
Are we? Oh yeah, 1.6, yeah. I'm not as up as I was yesterday.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, you can't deposit ADA onto I don't think you can deposit ADA spot onto Hype.
No. Interestingly,
you can deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, 00, Bonk, Fartcoin, Pump, SBX, and XPL.
But you can't deposit ADA. Yeah. Shows, doesn't it? Shows.
Who is
yeah. Pump? I mean, we're slow bleeding here, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's a shame, really, because yesterday I was so optimistic, and I got blindsided. Yeah. Oh well, there we go. We'll see what happens on US Open. If you haven't voted on the poll, do make sure you get your poll voting, and of course, drop a like. We're only on 11 likes from 27 viewers, so there is a lot of you out there that are watching, and obviously, thank you for watching. It's a pleasure to have you. Please do make sure you drop a like. Scroll down, hit the like button. It only takes a second. Make sure you subscribed. Of course, vote on the poll. I'm going to be closing that in a minute. I think most of you have voted anyway. The expectation is up.
Yeah, I tell you what, Dave.
Drop a like. Yeah, go on.
This is, we talk about how there's so little demand for spot and it's all leverage.
Yes.
I've just had a look on this exchange, right? Solana volume is $425 million, 24-hour volume, right?
Yeah.
Spot volume Solana on the same place, 20.5 million.
What?
Bitcoin's even worse. Bitcoin spot is 75.5 million. However, 24-hour perp volume on said is 3.75 billion. 3.75 billion versus 75.5 million.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah, that is mad, isn't it? That is mad.
Nvidia's ticking up nicely though.
Is it?
185.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it just sets it up for a nice little trap, doesn't it? Even if it's just like a 1 day, maybe even after hours thing. Like it does set it out nicely for it to squeeze.
Yeah.
Where are we? 184. So we're 1.69% up pre-market. Yeah. Oh, Amazon took a bit of a battering yesterday, didn't it? 4%. Microsoft 2.7. Yeah, I mean, what else has been moving? HIPD, that had a bounce yesterday. God, that has been.
I saw that. Yeah.
That has been crucified. Wow. White fiber's been crucified, hasn't it? Jesus.
Oh, it's bad. It's getting to a decent buy zone though.
Yeah. I mean, that's down 50%, but yeah. Nice retrace for buying.
You're gonna cop a bit more.
Oh, XYZ has been brutalized. Can you imagine
That's
if you
horrible.
held this thing? Right. Imagine if you held this thing for the last 3 years instead of buying Bitcoin. That is just max pain, innit?
It's horrible.
There is obviously ones out there, but I've never seen a stock that should have gone up so much that hasn't, because this is obviously like one of the ones.
Because they do loads in the fiat payments as well.
Like tied to Bitcoin in some way, and it just never moves. I mean, it's not moved for over 3.5 years.
And you've had obviously the S&P has gone up stupid fold.
It's crazy. I don't get what the gig with it is. I mean, there's obviously just not enough demand there. I mean, it's just supply and demand metric, isn't it? There's obviously not enough demand, but it's very strange.
Come on, Solana. Leg down again.
Oh, Weeble. God, I haven't looked at this for a while.
I saw this the other day. It's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, that has been messed up.
That is horrible.
That is one I'm going to look to probably buy though. Like I would love to see it down towards like $1 or $2. But I think that would be one I'd be looking to buy for.
Solana's got a really strong bounce here.
Because if I was Weeble, I would just be looking at Robinhood and be going, right, let's do a Robinhood. Like
They've been brutalized though.
Yeah.
Robinhood's pulled back quite substantially.
Yeah. But I mean, that is still probably about 10x up in it from where it started its run from. Robinhood. But yeah, do let us know in the chat if you want us to look at anything specific. Of course, we can do that. Just let us know if you got any questions, whatever. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin, and you can lower time frame, it's just built that nice little trading range there, hasn't it? You can see that on the hourly there. You know, I've got resistance up here. You've got support down here. So it's built kind of like an $800-900 trading range over the past 6 hours or so. But yeah, I can't. We also have NFP coming tomorrow, don't we, too?
Yeah. I need the loo, Dave, so I'll...
Yeah, go on, mate. You go for it. H-bar, Scotty. Oh, you devil. Oh, you little devil. H-bar, let's see. Let's see what's going on H-bar. To be fair, mate, it's basically there, isn't it? I think. I mean, I had this grey area outlined, but that might be somewhat of an overshoot / oversized. Really, when you actually zoom out to it now, I would leave that there because that has obviously become resistance, hasn't it? Like this area here, as you can see, as it was here, SR, it's kind of is acting as SR there. But if you take this area instead, I think probably H-bar's there for an area of interest in it for sure. I mean, the next one down will be there, and then of course from there you'll be looking towards there. But it's definitely into what you would consider a good area, I think. Yeah. If you zoom out, let's see. It's fascinating, isn't it? Because still, not, you know, whatever the market has been through over the past year, this thing has still not dropped down to where it started. So showing good strength. A lot of them haven't. You know, you look at XLM there from where that started. That never dropped down, did it? These have all held. H-bar, XLM, obviously XRP. How has ADA fared? So ADA is actually probably... It's still not got back down there, but ADA's the one out of kind of them US coins that got them pumps that has got the furthest down on it. And as you can see, this thing is just kind of like hanging in the balance, in it. It's just hanging in and around no man's land there. But yeah, I mean, H-bar definitely within an area of interest, I think. Again, all dependent on Bitcoin. No, like all these charts, you know, ETH, Sol, H-bar, any others, we're all kind of just waiting on Bitcoin, aren't we? I mean, Bitcoin doesn't even need to do anything magic, I don't think, from this point on. We covered that yesterday with how dominance was looking and how USDT dominance was looking. I think even if we get, a 9-10% pump on Bitcoin back towards 100K, I think in terms of altcoins, we could see some real rippers with just this move on Bitcoin. And USDT dominance is doing exactly what we want it to do, where it just kind of stopped now and kind of paused. So hopefully over the next few days leading into next week, this thing just kind of halts and sticks around this area like it's done the past couple times that it's come in here. And then as long as it doesn't start to push higher, we could be then game on. Because I think this is probably just one of the easiest and the best metrics to look at for, okay, like at what point are we looking at for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever. It's just so easy to look at for what the market's going to do next. Very easy. But yeah, what we want is obviously it to kind of just slow down like it is now in and around these areas that it did last time. And as long as that happens and it doesn't start pushing above the grey box, we should start to drift back down, which will, of course, mean that USDT is flooding back into the market. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these altcoins are just waiting on Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin put a rally together? And we should see some good pop-offs, I think. We should see some nice pop-offs.
I hope so. Dave's promised me some nice pop-offs.
Yeah. I mean, I think even a rally towards 100K, I think we'll see altcoins doing 20, 30, 40% for how altcoins are looking at the moment. But we just need to get there. On days like this, you just want to kind of skip to it, don't you? You just want to be like, kind of just skip like the next 8 hours or whatever and skip. Gold's up, futures green, gimme pumps. Says Scotty too hotty.
Yeah, a little bit of a move. I mean, annoyingly, Tesla came into where I should have had a bid. Tesla looked horrific. Microsoft is all over the place. Like the daily candle on Microsoft yesterday, Dave, is nuts. It's a proper barbell candle.
Let's see. I haven't looked. Let's see. What are you thinking? Oh yeah, God, look at that. Jesus. That is wild, isn't it?
It's a mad candle, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a high wave candle. That's what that is. It's a high wave candle. What are you thinking on Circle?
Oh, it looks horrendous, doesn't it?
It does.
The thing is that part of me thinks I want to bid it because it's come down so much. But I feel at this point, I feel like it's got to retest the IPO price. Like to come down this far, unless they try and defend the IPO price
or front run it.
But that's still like 20% down.
So if you go to the actual low of the day on the IPO, that's 16%. If you come to what it came out the gates at, that's another 10. I mean, if I was doing it, I would front run it. But like, I think, and again, these can basically be tied into altcoins as well, can't they? In some form, because if Bitcoin makes a U-turn, these are just going to get a pump at the end of the day. If Bitcoin goes down more, they're probably going to go down more. I mean, Coinbase, same situation. I mean, Coinbase just came in finally to that region from May, June. So that's no of interest. MSTR got a nice push yesterday. This thing, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is the inner gambler in you looking at this, or would you just simply bid Bitcoin instead?
I've not really got a view on it anymore. It's sort of like I've got it on and everyone talks about it, but I've got no urge to bid it. What I will say that is interesting is it came down to pretty much the level, and it is currently sat the level that our friend who gives spiritual guidance had. his level was 201.66. So we purged down to 180. I just don't really have a view on it. Like I don't know who's buying it. If I wanted stock exposure to crypto, I wouldn't be buying that.
No, because
Galaxy is interesting.
Yeah, I went for my haircut yesterday, and my barber, he's cut my hair for probably about 5 years. No, over actually, probably about 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
But he's always been interested in crypto, but never really bought any. But he said he wanted to buy some yesterday.
Are you giving him some financial advice?
No.
You tell him to tune into Stonksy.
I said, don't kind of go head in or whatever. I told him, do not buy anything apart from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. If you're going to buy something. But I actually said to him, if you want crypto exposure, but you want something a bit more safe, just go and buy Coinbase stock.
Coinbase.
Yeah, I think that's probably the safest option. And if you want crypto exposure, but you want a stock, I would probably say
Coinbase. I was looking at my chart for Coinbase the other day. Let me have a look. Coin. It is in a really, really nice bid zone. There's that liquidity zone. My issue with it is, I kind of want to see it like fill the gap, because there's a gap from its earnings in May, down to 207, 208 ish. Like that gap.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it just have like one final nuke through that gap.
Yeah. And then I said, if you want something a bit more risky, go and buy some MSTR. But I did tell him yesterday, to be fair. I said, go buy some Bitcoin tonight. That I did say. Again, it wasn't financial advice. It was friendly, educational advice. But I don't know. If he'd have bought it when I had my haircut, it would have been up nicely at some point yesterday. But he's just buying spot anyway. I said never ever touch leverage for the time being.
You don't tell him 100x it.
Don't care what Bitcoin does after that. Scotland. Oh, mate, you must have been.
Oh, mate, McTominay's over a kick.
What 3 goals? I mean, McTominay is incredible.
Tierney, and then the
incredible
halfway line.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Which one do you think is the best out of them Scottish? I would probably say Tierney, because it meant the most. Like, to do that in the last, one of the last minutes, because you could have done without the 4th goal. The halfway line goal was just basically the icing on the cake, but you could have done without that, couldn't you?
Well, I think McTominay's you don't like that. That for me was the one.
Yeah, no, that was good. I mean, yeah, I bet everyone's phoning in sick in Scotland today.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone with hangovers. Bobby playing around with BLOFIN to get used to it. Made a couple hundy on STRK. Mate, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to your email as well. Straight after the stream. I was meaning to do that, but I was in a bit of a rush to get going. So don't worry, mate. I've not forgot. I'll get back to you. Tierney, best goal, most important goal. I think so. Yeah, I think that was epic. That one. McTominay, best goal ever. Well, you contradicted yourself there, Scottish. You're still drunk. You said Tierney's one was the best goal, most important goal, but then you said McTominay's was the best goal ever. It was epic, that, wasn't it? It's just, I just found it funny that it was a United. All these United players just go off, don't they, and seem to do great after leaving. There, we've got 4 minutes to go until US Open. Anyway, let's get in. Let's get in on the action. Did you see the staircase to hell again overnight, Wiz? I'm going to name this the staircase to hell when we get this pattern on Bitcoin now. Just the relentless, just non-stop downtrend.
You love it.
I've saw some guy started calling it the Korean crypto kamikaze.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, we're at the tail end now of this low time frame range that Bitcoin's built. So Are we going to crash all the way down here? Or are we going to pump back up? I mean, it looks in a very sensitive position, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. It looks in a very sensitive position now. I'm really wishing I closed out my long yesterday. Yeah, it looks in a very sensitive position. Three goals in top 10 ever Scotland goals for sure. Still under a bit of the influence. All right, mate, don't worry. Yeah, I imagine probably not many Scottish people have gone to work today, I bet.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
No, I wouldn't either. I tell you what, your Sol short must be looking nice now. It's under 136.
Oh, yeah, we're nuking down now, aren't we?
Yeah.
135 is my next TP.
Yeah, I think that
profit is 127.
I think 135 looks to me where it should slow down, maybe down to 134. But that kind of region looks like where it should slow down a bit.
Yeah, well, I was saying I took it sort of out of spite in the fact that I didn't get my entrance at 127. And you did, you front ran me.
Yeah, 130. Standard Chartered Bank just said that Bitcoin bottom is in and that we will rally in December.
Does anyone actually listen to that?
No, I don't think anyone listens to these bank headlines, do they? I mean, if we type in Standard Chartered Bitcoin, I bet there's loads. I bet there's loads. Wasn't I'm sure with Standard Chartered that said we're going to be at 200k by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. They just come out and say nonsense on purpose, don't they? We've got 1 minute to go anyway. 50 seconds. Ooh! It's twitchy bum time now, isn't it?
Come on, give us a nuke.
Hey, don't be like that. Would love to see Scotland and England's group. Hopefully not California, though. I'll be going either way. Will you? Yeah, you're going to go. I suppose you've got to, mate. Isn't it 28 years? 28 years it's been since 1 min till dump. We'll see, Pelin, won't we? We'll see. Yeah. 15 seconds. And we're coming in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
We're pushing up a little bit.
There we go.
God, nuke.
I think the ETFs have been offloading quite a bit, haven't they, over the past week or two?
Yeah.
During trading hours. I was at Scotland versus Brazil in '98. Was you? Oh, Scottish! Wow, what a memory, mate. That must be a nice memory.
Pushing up a little bit on Bitcoin.
Yeah. Let's long may it continue. And retraced. We could always go sideways, couldn't we? We could just go sideways until... I mean, this is the day that the market's probably going to be happy to see the back of.
Yeah, I will say as well, we have been seeing a lot more of the move happen 20-30 minutes after open.
Yeah.
Gold's having a bit of a push. I mean, Bitcoin's pushing up a little bit now on the 5.
Yeah.
But it's struggling.
Pushing up a wee bit.
Opens are just very boring, aren't they, at the minute?
Yeah. Stuck in a Bitcoin long too, Dave. Sucks. Where are you in from, mate? Why are you stuck? Where are you in from? Let us know where you're in from. Maybe we could give you some spiritual guidance. Let us know. Come into the chat. Anyone that maybe wants some spiritual guidance?
Yeah. What's Nvidia's erasing its pre-market.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that devil.
What else? Yeah, Nvidia 183.83. Google's still strong.
I tell you what, Bitcoin's not doing too bad. We're only on obviously a very small move. We are only up $200 or so.
Yeah. Well, the VIX is at resistance, isn't it? At 25.
The VIX, yeah, it's dropped off a bit on it today. Down 2.5%. What's the S&P doing? Selling off. Yeah.
Gemini's basically just erased all of its pre-market again. Circle.
Oh, it's gunning for it, isn't it? This is one. At some point, this will become great value, but bloody hell!
Bitcoin's pushing.
This is not now. It's got to the 75% down marker now. Circle from all-time high. Come on then, Bitcoin. Bitcoin did a really cool thing yesterday, didn't it? Where it just pumped, no matter what was going on. Like it just pumps. The S&P was dumping, pump. Who cares? Did a really cool thing yesterday. What's Solana doing? Back up towards 137. Yeah, I mean, bleed over on Solana, perhaps.
Gold's having a nice push. I don't know. I think it's a recovery bounce more than anything.
Nice thumbnail today, Dave. New style. Yes. Clicked it without realizing it was Stonksy. How did you click it without realizing it was Stonksy when I'm on the front of it? What do you mean? I'm on the thumbnail. Yeah. Well, took on board obviously what Bossman said and changed it a bit. And I think that's it's always a bit weird, isn't it, when you're trying to take a picture of yourself to put on the internet like that?
Depends what type of picture you're putting on the internet.
Yeah. Really? You need... Red Barbarian says, I need 128 sol. Why? Why did you not buy it 130? Hey? Why did you not buy it 130 with me? Not telling. It's embarrassing. Mate, it's nothing. Delta, don't be embarrassed, mate. Come on. What? How could it be embarrassed? How could you be embarrassed? We've all done stupid things. I done stupid things. I didn't trim any of my long yesterday. And let it walk all the way back down. We've all done stupid things, mate. Come on.
I'm in a short position on Eli Lilly, and it seems to be pumping today, which is annoying.
Oof. But yeah, come on, Delta. Just share. We can give you some spiritual guidance. God, yeah, Circle is like a bag of dicks, isn't it? The S&P seems to be, the S&P has reversed, which is good. Bitcoin is chugging away nicely. Let's hope we can make it a day of it, a week of it. 99.71 bloody hell, mate. What was you? I mean, so what was your? Let's go through it because obviously, let's go through it because obviously you've made a mistake, and there's nothing wrong with that because we've all been there. You know, there's no shaming or whatever. Every single person that's watching the stream will have been in a position where they wish that they'd have done something else. But let's go through it. So, what was kind of your thinking, and what was you thinking with not taking a loss higher up? Did you go into it without a stop loss, or what? So you're on 8x leverage, mate. You must have been either very close to liquidation or added some margin. At 8x, no, you wouldn't have been liquidated, but you would have been not too far off. You probably would have been maybe another like 2% away, maybe 3% away from liquidation. Just changed to 130. I looked at previous low at 128. Right. It wasn't financial advice anyway. I'm in from 130 earlier. What day was it? Monday night. I would prefer it not to go back to my entry, but it might do. But yeah, well, Delta. I don't know about Wiz might be the devil on your shoulder, but I'm going to be the angel. I'm going to say that you're going to be all right, mate. I'll be honest. I don't know if you get liquidated or not. So
What's this for? Oh, for his Bitcoin long at 99.7.
I think we'll be back above 100k at some point this month.
I think so too, but I think we may have a move down. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because you're sort of in the middle of a range. It's because you've got a couple of layers of resistance to go through before we get to 99. And I imagine not before you get through there, there'll be some levels of resistance. Like if you map it out, Dave, have you got it on the chart in front? Like where realistically are we likely to see some resistance on the road to 99? You've got some resistance there at 93. You've got some resistance at 95-ish because you've got that liquidity pocket above 90, above sort of 95 to 96. And then I think if we approach there and flip it, you've obviously got that fair value gap there that goes up to where you entered your long. Because it was essentially, you'll have at 99.7, depending on where you opened it, you will have had that big liquidation wick down. So there is liquidity there. The issue is you've probably got a rejection zone around your entry, given the fact that the price moved down quite substantially. You've got that order block that Dave's marked out, essentially where your entry is, that if we moved up there, you'd have to chew through to go higher. We've just had a nasty kickback down on everything.
Yeah, have you seen MSTR Circle? MSTR is now down almost 4%. Circle's down over 5%. Yeah, I mean, for me, all that matters for me is that we get back above the yearly open. That is kind of like my line for
I don't like this strength
for being a really nice outlook, and maybe even the low being in, as long as we get back above there and defend it. I think probably Delta, you'd probably be happy just to get out even for a small loss, wouldn't you, really?
Ooh. Tell you what, Dave, S&P bleeding down quite hard. Nvidia's moving up. Nvidia's 185 now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Google's 297.
Oh, look at that candle. Look at that hourly candle. I tell you what, Warren Buffett knew something, didn't he?
Yeah, Stonksy got it.
And Warren Buffett knew something.
S&P is nuking as well.
Look at that. That is like a laser beam going for all-time high now. There's the all-time high, just below 300.
You know that health stock I had on my watch, this Nutex.
Yes, yeah.
25% up today.
Nutex. Yeah, Metaplanet has been killed. Enbis up 4%, Wiz.
Yeah. I was looking for a little bit lower on a re-entry on this.
God.
Yeah.
Core wave.
Brutalized
on that as well. Jeez. I tell you what, it's leveling off quite nicely though.
Yeah.
It's basing off quite nicely. I tell you what, that is looking quite nice.
If it can hold, I might be tempted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Nutex there. Oklo up 5%.
Yeah, this thing is nuts.
Is
Eli Lilly's killing me, man. Like,
is it playing? It's not playing nice, no.
It just keeps relentlessly pumping. Just like when the market's down, and red, it seems to go up, and then when the market's green, it seems to go up.
Yeah. SMFC says no move down, up only 200k. 200k before the end of the year. So what's mad is that you had Tom Lee started off a few weeks ago saying that Ethereum was going to go to like 20k before the end of the year, and then it went down to like 15k. Then he turned it down to like 12, then down to 8. It's actually, I mean, when you look at the Ethereum chart, it's actually a real possibility that it doesn't go above 5k for like another 2 years, maybe even 3 years, isn't it?
Well, there's the poly market bet I took on gold to hit 5k before ETH does. I bought in at 30%. I'm pretty sure it's now at like 60%.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that bet's rather good, to be fair.
We've seen some relief come into the
Whatever
market.
happened to this one that we was in? I haven't looked at it since.
Oh, this MSTR, it's back at I think where we entered.
Is it?
I had another nibble.
This thing was wild.
Dave destroyed the order book on this.
For
thing.
context, I just popped this into Wiz, like just saying, you know, this might be worth buying, just as like a little gamble or whatever. That was just crazy. I mean, it went higher than 17%, didn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it only reporting 14% there?
That's the chance. I think the price went slightly different.
Yeah.
Dave destroyed the order book. Like Dave just market sold so much.
And I wouldn't have even seen it as well if you hadn't have told me.
I should have sold before I told Dave. I don't like this.
Someone's explained it there. Actually, someone's explained it right there.
I don't like this push up on Sol.
Oh, go on.
It feels short-term relief.
Yeah. Go on, Bitcoin. What I will say is when we do shift trend, we will probably do it very quickly and very aggressively. You know, you go back, and I think I've probably covered it. I've covered this bloody loads, but you know, you look at times like this. Look at what we did. You know, we just step down here, slow bleed, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then eventually, you know, we just went on a ripper just to clear out most of it. You can see, that was the first clear out into resistance, sold off, and then the second one, bang, pinned all that liquidity there, done. It's just about just the right time, like just when the market's ready. I mean, same thing here, you know, so very slow sell off. Market got going, ran through all that very quickly. You know, you just need to wait for the time to be right.
Video is pushing now.
And the thing is, as well, is
186.
During times like this, you actually forget that it's just been a very like low amount of time, don't you? Like if you go back to the daily chart, it was literally, I mean, on this time last week we was at 102 103k ish. Like, I mean, literally last Wednesday we actually had the daily high of over 105k, and that was a week ago, which is just mental really when you think about it, isn't it? Like genuinely, like a week in crypto actually feels like a month, because that was a week ago. We was at 105k, and it feels like everything has happened since then.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's mental. Like the S&P's pushing up quite nicely. Yeah, maybe we did. Maybe this was just de-risking, front running the sell-off, and then obviously Nvidia comes out, beats earnings, all good, pump up, job done.
Or maybe this is just early session enthusiasm.
Maybe this is just bait. Maybe we're being baited into thinking that it's going to be all roses.
We're pushing back down again now.
Yeah, we are.
It's yeah.
Of course, Zach is positive. Of Of course.
I can't believe the strength in Google. Like, that thing is just nuts. Because that thing has just
What
pumped
is? Look at that.
relentlessly.
Wow.
Like, this thing is just pumped.
There must have been some reason that Berkshire bought Google at the
Yeah.
top, because they have just been cash hoarding constantly.
Yeah.
Why now? Why would they buy Google now? But I mean, obviously, when I don't know what day it was that they bought it, but they might even be like 10% up already. So maybe they might be job done for them. I don't know, but very interesting, isn't it? Because obviously, you wouldn't think that he would go and top blast something. Bitcoin 93k max short term, then dumping continue, says Pellin. Do you think? Yeah. That is the key level in it. Yearly open 93.5k ish. Just flip the chart upside down. There's always, to be fair, if you are ever feeling confused about the market, actually inverting the chart is a good way to kind of reset your brain, because it gives you kind of an outlook without bias then. Because then you can actually see if you are being bullish biased or if you are being bearish biased. I think 95 is just around the corner, says Harry. So very different opinions in the chat, and obviously this is what you get after like big upside moves or big downside moves, and it's very, very conflicting views in the market. Holy hell, Circle is down 6%. So this is, I mean,
Where did we have marked out for IPO open? Was it 64 that the IPO opened?
That's the low of the day on the IPO.
Low?
Yeah. The actual, when it come out the traps, it was.
I might set a bid for $69.
$69, yeah. Yeah, $69 was when it come out the traps, which would put it down. Yeah, just under 76%. No, it wouldn't. That's to the price now. That would put it down just under 77% down from the high. That's crazy. Think that ran up to $300 in it, and the only one to get in the short was Dean.
Is he still holding?
I don't think so. Dean, what did you exit Circle at? Let us know in the chat. How about strategy stock? I'm very curious. Strategy is kind of teetering on a couple of interesting zones. So depending on how you want to draw this zone, if I remove that line there, again, you may draw this range differently a little bit to me. But this was obviously the range that it traded within once upon a time last year. So it is close to coming for another retest on there, as it did. Hang on, let me move that. As it did, you can see on that candle there, kind of like a perfect SR test there, and then bang, it just it went up. So it's not too far away from there. It is also kind of within there. You can see on that bit of price action, and that kind of almost ties into them highs as well. It did have a little bit of SR coming in there. You see on them days. So maybe this, and it's already tapped in it. As you can see, if you add that zone on there, it's already tapped within it. Maybe this is the buy. I don't know. Potentially in here. I mean, it's retraced a lot on it. Maybe that's the buy in there, or maybe it's already kind of tapped where it needs to tap. Either that, or it just reopens kind of this trading range, which then, depending on if you want to treat it as a trading range or if you're just looking for a specific point on the chart, then opens so many possibilities from there. I mean, really, it depends on if you think Bitcoin has bottomed or how low you think Bitcoin's got. If you think Bitcoin has bottomed, obviously the likelihood is you're not going to see MSTR go that much further down if below this low at all. If you think Bitcoin's maybe going down to mid 80s, then maybe this is kind of your zone in right down towards the lower end of this that I've drew, another 10% perhaps. Just depends on. And again, this goes the same for altcoins. You can attach like MSTR, coin, whatever, to this. Same for altcoins. has Bitcoin bottomed in your eyes? Yes or no? Then obviously gives you room to then look for your altcoin setups and obviously your altcoin beliefs. And if you think ETH is going to here or here, if you think Sol is going here or here, whatever. Because at the end of the day, if Bitcoin drops another 5% from here, then obviously altcoins are going to go down with it. And obviously MSTR will go down with it. Coinbase will probably go down with it. Circle will probably go to zero.
Thing is with Circle is like, what is like? There's so many stablecoin issuers now, and Circle are basically anyone who's looked through Circle's business model. The issue with it is their deals with people like Coinbase are so crazy because they are essentially their deals are they pay people to use USDC. And we'll take that away from what they're getting from the treasury yield. So Circle's margins are razor thin because they're basically paying people to use their stable coins. Their revenue, whilst the stablecoin grows, their revenue from the treasuries will be going down because yields are on their way down. So it's in a weird position, and everyone's just creating their own stablecoin anyway. It feels like there's more to go. I tell Gemini is looking horrendous, isn't it?
I mean, the one thing it does have in its corner is it's obviously the most regulated one, but then you've also got to remember that Ripple are really going to probably start ramping up theirs very soon. So then how much does that then start to eat into kind of the institutional side of Circle's USDC demand? With obviously XRP being the banker's coin.
Bitcoin's slowing down a bit here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool,
yeah, I think.
Massively.
I mean, I don't know about you, Space Cat, but I do think kind of MSTR is kind of like almost like a crystal ball for Bitcoin moves in some aspects. Like if you actually go back and look at the MSTR chart and look at, you plot at the times where MSTR is broken down or broken to the upside, and then you look at Bitcoin and plot out the exact same date. But the Bitcoin move will just come a bit later. So Bitcoin MSTR started selling off in July. Bitcoin only hit its peak in October, didn't it? And then so that's kind of like a more exaggerated version. The one that I think of is obviously last year. MSTR started breaking out in October of that range that it was in, and started rallying when Bitcoin obviously only broke out in the November.
Yeah. Google up 6.
Is it? They knew. They must have been in the know about something. I mean, what is the news on this? Nvidia up 3. Look at Nvidia.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I have a feeling Nvidia's going to get slammed down this afternoon, though.
Yeah. Let's ask Rock.
Feels like it's just front running.
Goggle. Oh, god damn it.
Have they announced Gemini 3?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so. Lingering boost from Berkshire Hathaway's stake.
Yeah, announcing Gemini 3. Crazy. Absolutely.
$300. There we go. New all-time high on Google.
Absolutely.
$301. $302 maybe. Just tagged. New all-time high on Google. Wow. Yeah, Bitcoin's selling back off again. So we're just kind of trapped in this low time frame range, aren't we here? As you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Chop City Centrales. But that's a mega push up on the big caps.
London session is such a boring time for Bitcoin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so boring.
Ooh, my TP just hit on Nvidia.
Very nice. Yeah, do make sure if you haven't, drop a big like on the stream, and if anyone's new around here, make sure you subscribe, because live all through the week. And of course, make sure you do check out Wiz's channel as well. You find it by just typing in Wizard of Oz. You'll see his name in the bottom left corner of the screen. Make sure you do. Yeah, make sure you do. Obviously, hop over to his channel and subscribe because he posts out some great content as well. So go show him some love.
We're gonna have some fantastic content tomorrow, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, we're just coming to do an in real life stream with me as well. It's going to be sat right here next to me, right here. Of course, if you're looking to trade anywhere, sign up to BLOFIN. Links in the description. I've just threw it in the chat as well. It is non-KYC. Get yourself some great bonuses as well. But for the meantime, we're kind of just hanging around on Bitcoin. So yeah, like I said, if you're one of the people that have just joined the stream, like in the past hour or so, if you do anything today, make sure you are around for US market close because we've got Nvidia earnings coming after the US market closes. So make sure you're around. You know, if you've got any positions open or if you're just monitoring the chart, of course, probably going to be due some big volatility. So make sure you're around. US market close, which is, what time even is that for us now?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock UK time. So whatever time that is for you, make sure you're around checking the Bitcoin chart or whatever chart it is you're interested in for some volatility. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin just kind of capped, just kind of chilling. Not much going on. I believe was yesterday that Bitcoin broke the 3% up move up. It's being very lateral action, I believe, lately. But I'm not looking up the price every day. Yeah, it did have a nice push up yesterday. Got capped at the underside of the yearly open. And then it's dropped back down. That's kind of the pivot now. You know, you can reclaim yearly open around 93.5. That should then give it the fuel towards 96, 97, maybe 98, depending on how strong the move is and if it can just blast through them liquidity zones.
Shafted by Eli Lilly.
The rough with the smooth, innit, mate? The rough with the smooth.
Yeah. This move on Nvidia is pretty mad, isn't it?
Well, yeah, maybe it's foretelling us something.
Or maybe it's just front running.
Yeah. Probably. I mean,
would be really funny if this move is just slammed down.
It's possible, innit? I mean, look what happened. Look what happened to Palantir post market on its ones.
220. Imagine getting the short on that at 220.
I haven't even checked that. What's that at?
It's about 154-ish.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Is it? Oh, wow. Oh, no. 170?
170.
Almost.
Oh, yeah, 170. Yeah, it pushed down to 164.
Oof.
But it's still got like a massive gap down to 154.
Yeah.
That was a nuts move. Nutex 26%.
Oh, Space Cat, thank you very much, and have a nice afternoon to you as well. And thank you to everyone that's joined. We'll end the stream there. Interested to see what will happen with Bitcoin from here. We are just slowly chugging away. It's looking like we may want to go and test a little bit higher up, so we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, thanks for joining. Drop a like, subscribe, of course, sign up to Stonksy. If you are interested in signing up to Stonksy, Friday got some big Black Friday sale starting for you guys, 50% off. So be ready for that. If you've wanted to join Stonksy, now's your time. 50% off the annual plan, which will take it down to just under £500 for the whole year. So be ready for that on Friday. And yeah, of course, keep coming to the streams. Thank you. And make sure you go and check out Wiz's channel. Bye for now.
See you all later.